Well, everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the Apple Watch Series 11 and compare it against the Apple Watch Ultra 2 and see which particular watch is the better one for you. Now, the thing I can definitely tell you is that between both of these particular watches, they're both very good options, and you can't really go wrong with either one of these things, right? I think the Apple Watch Series 11, I think that's very good watch. And the Apple Watch Ultra 2 is still a very, very good type of watch when it comes down to it. So I would imagine that if you're going to go through and pick up a device, you can't really go wrong with either one of these. But I will tell you, if you're going to go through and pick up something, the Apple Watch Ultra 2, I think still might be a really good option. It is still pretty pricey though, but the Series 11 is a very good option too. If you want to pick up either one of these watches though, links will be down in the description below. You can get them from there, and you can help support the channel at the exact same time. Now, starting off with the outside of both these watches. The Apple Watch Ultra 2 came out a couple of, a little bit of time ago, and on the front side of this one is basically going to be able to give you a 49mm type of display. And that type of display, for the most part, still looks pretty good. If I'm going to go through and pick up a panel, this thing is still going to be able to give me a pretty good type of experience. Although it's not going to be perfect, I still think this is going to be a very good type of display, and I feel like that right there is going to be a very good thing. Up to 3000 nits of peak brightness, OLED LTPO2 display. It is a very good type of panel as it kind of comes down to it. With something like a Apple Watch Series 11, this one is basically going to be able to go through and give me a 46 or 42mm display. It's going to be aluminum, or it's going to be titanium, which is always nice to have. And these types of panels and these types of displays are also very good. They get up to 2000 nits of peak brightness, so not as bright as the Apple Watch Ultra 2, but it still is going to be a very good type of panel as it kind of comes down to it. Now, they're both giving you the same type of band selections if you pick the pertinent model. They're both going to look very good. They're both going to feel very premium, but the Ultra 2 does get that additional button on the side. It's also going to be able to go through and give you a little bit of a better, it's going to be a thicker Apple Watch. So if you're wanting the thicker Apple Watch, then definitely something like that one is going to be giving you a better experience over something like the Series 11. Now, on top of that, they're both also going to be a little bit different as it kind of comes down to some other areas. So with the Apple Watch Series 11, they're both going to be able to give you hypertension notifications, ECG apps, basically the same type of health and tracking features. They're going to be the same on both, temperature sensing on both as well. You're going to be able to get twice the amount of water resistance on the Apple Watch Ultra 2. So that is going to be another nice thing going on there. You are getting 5G capability on the Apple Watch Series 11. You're getting the S10 chipset on the Series 11, where in the Ultra 2, you're getting the S9 chipset. You're getting wrist flick gesture, double tap gestures, all those things. You're also going to be able to get significantly better battery life on the Apple Watch Ultra 2. So 36 hours of estimated battery life on the Ultra 2, 24 hours on the Series 11. So if you are wanting the device that could be giving you a little bit of a better experience, the Apple Watch Ultra 2 is definitely going to be the one that is probably going to be a little bit better from that particular situation, which is something that I love seeing. So in my personal opinion, I think if you're going to go through and pick up a watch, the Apple Watch Ultra 2 is probably the one that is going to be a very, very nice type of watch. I would probably say that one would be the one I would personally recommend buying, but I do think the Series 11 is also a very good type of watch as well. And if you're in the market and you're going to go through and pick up a watch, I would probably recommend buying something like an Apple Watch, Ultra 2, probably over a Series 11. But keep in mind that it is a little bit expensive, but they're probably going to go down in the used market a little bit once, the Ultra 3 kind of gets a little bit more popular. So in terms of that pretty much covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.